Greetings ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's Reddit series video from the subreddit Ch.1 called Warned, written by You Sure I'm Not a Robot. The link to the original will be down below, and as always, I hope that you enjoy. Commander Rexic stood on the podium. This is our first meeting in peace. You have attacked our ships. You have attacked our colonies. You have gave us no warning, no grievances, just the murder of 11 million men, women, and children. You can choose peace or war. We are here for justice. Surrender those that committed the piracy, or we will come and get them. The council sat, bewildered by this. Did these idiots understand nothing? The council for the persecution of battle spoke. You are here to answer for your crimes, not threaten us. You send probes into our space. Your lenses peer into our worlds. We have every right to punish such arrogance. You are a child to us, a well-timed slap to teach you your place. Be grateful that you were invited here to apologize and to receive your sentence. The court murmured in its approval. A final rebuttal, it was felt. These humans needed to atone for the disturbing their peace and, perhaps, pay heavily for the council as penance. Commander Rexic shook his head, a gesture lost at his audience. We are aware of your penance. You practice extortion on those who threaten, and those you attack. We will not bow to you. Counsel for the prosecution of battle was a little surprised by this. To call the actions of the council extortion was ridiculous. He himself had written that law. Admittedly, it had taken some effort to justify some of the elements of the act, but sometimes sacrifices must be made, by someone else preferably. The consequences of refusing this counsel would be dire for your people. You will be excluded from the alliance. All trade treaties void, all your representations barred from our space. You will face a universe alone and hunted. Commander Rexic turned to the 12 species that held the galaxy in an iron fist. Murder, extortion, slavery, and more. When the despots made the law, that you know that the law serves them alone. We refuse. We defy you. Any council ships in our space will be met with force. Any attacks on our people will be met with retribution. You are warned. 12 hours later, a council fleet attacked the furthest colony. They didn't know the colony was a military installation. They didn't know that we had built it as a weapon. Only 10 people ran AKA, a joke that they shared on the quiet shifts. They called it "and kill again," and they controlled the most insane weaponry mankind had ever built. No Geneva Convention, no environment so to speak of, just a lot of weapons hidden in a nice tight space. The system had been chosen with care. Choke points, radiant heat, density of the asteroid fields, we controlled it all. 10 people, 10 layers of defense and attack. Commander Rexic sat in the control room. Humanity had designed this. If you're going to go to war, build for war. This is a Death Star with no handy vents. P had been told that anti-Jedi wires spanned every outlet, and he wasn't sure it was true, but he wouldn't bet against it. Commander, the council fleet has arrived. They're late. Commander Rexic nodded. Out of practice. Tell 10 to begin. Tell her we salute her service. She shall not be forgotten. 10 salutes, going dark. Now we watch. Commander 10 regarded the incoming fleet. She had spent her youth on Castelline before the frickers glassed it, taking everyone that she ever cared about. This would repay that debt. She gave her life and her name for this post. This was a death sentence and a promise. They'd warned her. You will die in the field. You will die in the field. We will give you the best weapons known to man, but you will die. Your job is to break them. You volunteered to be first. Are you sure? Yes, I need this. Let me be the first to show them what we are, what we will do, and what we are willing to do. The Council fleet, commanded by Dweller Admiral Asymmetric Dissipation, Our orders are to eliminate this colony. Since their newest attempt at civilization, we expect little resistance. The fleet entered real space and began regrouping. Commander 10. Send out the doppelgangers. We have emissions from every one of those motherfreckers. Make sure it's perfect. The drone ships configured themselves to match the enemy. Exactly the same emissions, same signatures, each one a promise. Admiral, our sensors report an issue. Apparently we're receiving duplicate signals. It is a sensor issue. Continue the attack. Looks like the humans have some espionage capacity. Fleet assembling. Wait, this is wrong. The drone ships simply exploded. They chose positions close to every major ship, filled with the best nuclear weapons we ever built. Then they detonated. Commander 10 sailed through the flagship and pressed the big red button. Nothing survived. Reporting the death of 10, all council ships destroyed. Rest in peace. Thousands of drones moved through the debris, collecting tech, collecting information. Commander Rexic sat at the center of it all. Contact the council, inform them that the fleet is gone. Tell them to stay out of our space. Will they listen? No. The council blamed Ch.1, paying no attention, wandering into a minefield. Faulty intelligence, bad planning, poor leadership, an embarrassment to the council. They were finally heavily excluded from further actions. In their embarrassment and grief, the Ch.1 withdrew from the council. The Anizag were the first to volunteer. An empty place at the council. It would be a millennium before that happened again. Supreme Drone Siva, we welcome your service. When you have revenged our fallen friends, you may fill their place on the council. However, you will be supported by the Honorable Intelligence. They will lead the attack. They represent the council in this matter. We wish you a good war. Destroy the deranged race for us and take your place amongst your friends as an equal. Council War Room. Well, you have your flesh shields. Go and wipe these bastards out. This cannot stand. We think that they are now talking directly with those traitors, the Ch.1. The Honorable Intelligence sent its eyes and ears. It suspected that the humans' fleet died in a suicide attack on the previous fleet. However, it had been a useful idiot. And a Zag fleet began assault. Nothing. The breeze drifted about, unchecked and apparently unwanted. Supreme Drone Siva was well aware of what was being used. His queen had made it clear that he was a small player in this plan. She also wanted him home alive, which was unexpected. He informed the flagship, "Nothing is moving. No emissions, no craft detected. You will stand down, maintain position, and you will not engage. This victory is claimed for the Honorable Intelligence. You are discharged from duty." Despite the sting, the Annex ships remained diligent. We will record the victory. Perhaps that'll be enough. The Honorable Intelligence moved gently into the system. Commander 9, the floor is yours. Acknowledged. Going dark. Fair sailing. And you. See you soon. As the Honorable Intelligence moved into the system, millions of microsatellites began broadcasting. They spewed nonsense in every council language, on every frequency. The closer they approached the inner system, the louder it got. Both attackers and defenders were blinded. The Honorable Intelligence failed to see the 9th Fleet jump from the atmosphere and local gas giant. The 9th Fleet knew exactly where it was going. The explosion evaporated the fleet, the planet, and the observers. Sir, 9th Fleet successful. Inform Commander 8. Council War Room. Sadly, I must inform the Council that the Honorable Intelligence perished in our attack on the human colony, aka. The Anizek fleet was also destroyed. They did, however, leave us a full recording of the events. For that, we exempt them from any further service. Permanently. They will never rise to a council. We do, however, need 2 new members. Commander Rexic. The system was awash with explosions of major gas giant. The inner planets were hit, the sun flared and the debris hit. AKA stood untouched, shielded by the moon's presence. It waited its turn. This time it was going to be on the offensive. Commander 8, your mission is to inflict the maximum damage on the Council. You will attack the homeworld of our foes. Lie, cheat, use whatever works. Burn them. Fair sailing, wear our pirate flag with pride. Eighth Fleet emerged into chaos. The retreating commercial shipping was desperate to leave. It never occurred to them that the war zone wasn't always something that happened to other people. Kill everything. They did. The Eighth Fleet destroyed anything that had FTL. Council War Room. This is stupid. It was a small colony. Yes, we have paid the price for our arrogance, but there are 10 of us. Bring in a full fleet. Everyone needs to be here when we crush them. We will crush the colony first, then their homeworld. Ambassador Zvog. Your Honor, they have destroyed our fleet. We must withdraw from the council. Ambassador Gudun. I too must withdraw from the council. We have lost 90% of our merchant fleet. The council offers no defense. End of chapter. I hope that you enjoyed. If you'd like to support the channel or the author, all the stuff is down below. And as always, I hope that you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next story. Cheers.